Hello, my name is Kiriath, and today we're going to take a look at some of the stuff that's been revealed at the LVO. And it's going to be the most important stuff, the stuff that really matters to us, which is Chaos, obviously. Bit of Primaris thrown in there as well, but mostly Chaos because the Chaos stuff looks amazing. So this is the next chapter, I guess, in the story of Vigilus, and it's Shadow Spear, which is a brand new box that is going to be coming out, Dark Imperium style box, and like Dark Imperium, it's going to be full of just new stuff. Every single model in the box is a brand new sculpt. That's ridiculous and awesome, and I like it. Inside you'll find the Chaos miniatures you've always wanted. Updated and adored with dark and gothic detail and pitted against some other first of the Primaris Vanguard Space Marines. So this looks like it's going to be the second wave of the Primaris line, which is fine, and if you are a fan of the Primaris, you obviously want to grab some of that, but personally, I'm not necessarily here for them. There's a nice bit of artwork here, which is great, but also answers a rumour engine picture. This dude's claw, in fact, was a rumour engine picture. So we've got a little bit of a hint that we're going to be getting some possessed there as well, which is nice. A nice extra thing on top of the stuff they've shown here. I actually really like the design of the helms on these Primaris Marines, these Vanguard Primaris, and to be honest, the stealth look, which is what they're going for some of them, actually works really well for the most part. So let's have a quick look. So there's a Vanguard like Primaris Librarian, and I actually really like his camo stuff he's got going on there. The robe, the cover over the power pack. They're really nice touches. There is a little part of me that's like, it's all very well sticking grey over your stuff, but you've got bits of blue sticking out all over the place. But to be honest, I can just overlook all of that for the sheer kind of badass factor of this guy. It's a really well posed model as well. It's not got the kind of weird posing that some of the lieutenants have had recently. It actually looks purposeful. It looks like he's in the middle of doing something. It's still managing to be quite shrouded and mysterious, which is quite an achievement for something as big as a Primaris. I really like it. I think they've done a good job there. In a similar vein, we have we have Eliminators, which are snipers, funnily enough. First thing I'm going to say about these guys is I love that the sniper rifles actually look like they would work. Like, I'll be honest, I know nothing about guns. I have no experience with guns whatsoever. But to me, it's always looked as though your standard like bolt gun, just sticking a longer barrel on that, has never really looked right to me. It's never really looked like it should work particularly well. I don't know why. It's just an aesthetic thing more than anything. It could well be absolutely fine and work perfectly, but it's never looked quite right to my eye. These actually genuinely look like they would work, which, you know, is a low bar in terms of what you could expect from a long range weapon, but there's something about them that looks more suited to the job than just sticking a longer barrel on a normal bolt gun. And again, excellent trigger discipline off the one dude. Excellent trigger discipline there, well done. I do like the visors they've got. It's weird, the Primaris stuff looks more futuristic, and it looks more it looks newer, but at the same time, there are constant nods and stuff to, I guess, like existing tech in a way, and you'd think that the addition of kind of night vision goggles or something would make them look old, but they actually don't for some reason. It makes them look more new. I don't really understand how that works, but it does work. It looks really good. The most important stuff, though, of course, is Chaos. So we've got the Master of Possessions. We've already seen this lad once before. He looks grand, very over the top, very, like, he's metal as fuck. Look at him. So many skulls, more skulls than you care to count. I still really like that model. So obviously he's going to be in the box, which is class because I want that. I want to paint it. I want to own it. It won't be painted Black Legion colours, but I want it anyway. But there is also new Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines. I really like just everything about them. I liked the Black Fortress Chaos Space Marines, and I wanted more of those. I kind of reckoned that we would just see like a box of those come out at some point. This, weirdly, all of this is tying into the rumours of a box that had new Obliterators in it. There's a rumour from months and months ago, maybe a year ago at this point. I can't quite remember, but at the time it was like, oh, maybe, that's possible, maybe far in the future. New Chaos Space Marines, new Obliterators. We've got a new Sorcerer. I mean, these guys look really good. These guys look what I wanted Chaos Space Marines to look like in the first place. They've got that nice middle ground between just standard tactical Marines with stuff like pinned onto them, and the really nice Chaos Space Marines that you got in Dark Vengeance, I think it was. There's a nice middle ground there between the two. I don't expect these to be in any way really that poseable, to be honest. Looking at them, there's quite a lot of hefty detail going on, although I guess you maybe could still pose them a bit at the waist. Maybe? It's tricky. I think they probably won't be as poseable as the current lot, but to be honest, I'll sacrifice a bit of posability for them just looking out and out better, which these guys do. I like some of the detail on the helms. I actually even like the bare head on that guy, mostly because it's only like half a bare head by the look of it. It looks like he's got like a respirator thing going on, but it also kind of looks like his face is melding into it. Looks a bit gnarly, but I really like it. The addition of things like the cloth at the waist, stuff like that, it just makes them stand out a little bit more, gives them a bit more of a distinctive look to just standard tactical Marines. Yeah, nice. Also, nice to see a chain axe. It's always nice to see a chain axe, let's be honest. We also have new Obliterators, and oh my god. So, I don't like the current Obliterators at all. Not a fan. Just not a fan. And one of the things that I started doing for my Emperor's Children was I got some Storm Fiends, the big hulking rat dudes with the guns plastered all over them. I got some of those to convert into Obliterators because I wanted something like a Centurion, but like fleshy and bulky and like roided up. And now they've just made that, which on the one hand is great because this is exactly the kind of thing that I have made. Like, even down to the claws at the front of the feet. This is basically what I've created out of the Storm Fiend kit and the Centurion kit, which is grand because I like the way it looks. On the other hand, this is just like a better version of what I've made. So on the one hand, I'm loving it. It looks great. It's a fantastic model. It's what Obliterators always should have looked like. None of this weird, stretchy, like Hunchback of Notre Dame nonsense that we got before. This is what they've been in my head for some considerable time, and now they actually look like this. That's great. On the other hand, I'm going to end up buying some of these, and there's going to be like a mix of the ones I've converted and these, and I was only planning on having 3, but now I'm going to end up with 6 because I want to paint these as well. So, good? Yes. Good for my wallet? No, not even slightly. But I do really, really like that model. It looks great. It's exactly what it's exactly what I want Obliterators to look like. And admittedly, yeah, there is heavy influence from Centurions. I mean, when you look at the back of the leg, it is literally Centurion. Those are Centurion legs, like at the bottom, and you can see there's the little, I don't even know what it is, like stability thing? I don't know. Like the weird piston thing sticking out the back. It's obviously a Centurion of some kind, which you could, there is a little part of me that's like, Centurions haven't been around for as long as a lot of the Black Legion, why would they suddenly have this? But on the other hand, I can let the fact I like it a lot overpower the bit where I'm like, how are they ending up with a bunch of Centurions corrupted like this? I don't really care about that. I care about the fact this looks great, and that's the most important bit. Actually having shoulder-mounted weapons, the call back to the Hellbrute with the helm in the middle, that weird kind of mouth-chest situation looks really good. Yeah, I'm 100% on board with these. They look really cool. They look really good. I'm looking forward to painting them and seeing how they look next to the ones that I've already made that look surprisingly like this anyway. God damn it. We also have a picture of the little Spidertag thing that we saw in the artwork not that long ago. We thought it might be a new vehicle, weren't sure on the scale of it, still not entirely sure on the scale of it if I'm honest, but although I reckon, yeah, it's not. I don't think it's a big vehicle. I think it looks kind of looks sort of bloat drone-esque in its size, maybe a little bit bigger, maybe about the same size actually. But yeah, I really like the look of this thing. The face, I'm maybe not 100% sure on. I might modify the face a little bit so it's a little less cartoony at the front. But the rest of it I really like. It's kind of difficult to work out weapon loadout. There's obviously a couple of guns on the side, but it's not. I would say it's not 100% clear on what those guns actually are. And it's got some Morphine style tentacles sticking out the front there. Be interesting to see what loadouts it can have, whether it can have like a dedicated melee thing, whether it can have a dedicated range thing. Yeah, more information would be good, but I do like the look of that, like a little baby Defiler. If they reworked the Defiler to look like that, I'd be all on board with that, because the Defiler I love the Defiler as a unit, but I want it to be not just a box on legs like it is currently. You know, it's very much it's very much a throwback to its time, the Defiler. But if it could be reworked to look something like that, that would be pretty awesome. I did for a brief second kind of hope that maybe it was just a reworked Defiler, but I don't think the scale is right for that at all. I think it's still too small. But it looks quality. I really like that. So yeah, I mean, this box it just looks great. And this isn't even everything in the box. Don't worry, you won't have to wait too much longer to see what else is in the new Shadow Spirit box. oh yes, I want more. I want this guy. I'll be honest, I just want him. If I could buy him right now, I absolutely would. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this now. I'm looking forward to seeing what else is in there. Yeah, this looks what I want from a rework of the Chaos line. Bringing it up to date, making it more detailed, making it a bit more standalone, making it its own thing a little bit more. Updating the old Chaos Space Marines to actually look how they should look, in my opinion. Doing good. They're doing good with this box. Anyway, that's the Chaos and Primaris stuff so far from the LVO. They're going to reveal more stuff soon, more stuff of what's actually in the box, as they've said. So we'll take a look at all of that stuff when they put another article up, or when someone just leaks it outright, which is entirely possible. Let me know what you think of this stuff in the comments down below. I'm absolutely loving it, as you can tell, but what do you reckon? Are you liking it, not liking it? What do you reckon of the Chaos Space Marines? Just right, or could they do with being a bit more chaosy, a bit less, maybe? Let me know what you think. In the meantime, feel free to click all the things, Patreon, video, subscribe, all of that stuff. Click it if you like, don't click it if you don't want to, and I'll see you for the next one. Toodaloo.